corn from California, this frozen corn. So this is wild sockeye salmon. Smoked paprika, this stuff's amazing. I'm going to set it down away so that the oil will splash that way. Not burned, it's nice and caramelized. You're gonna shave down, and whereas if you're holding like this, it's really flimsy and you could cut yourself on that. So excited. Oh my gosh, my name's Darin Leonardson, President and CEO of Transform Culinary Solutions. We're gonna be cooking. I always love cooking. So a lot of our customers are like, what are we gonna do with these 25% tariffs that are gonna hit different products that are coming into the United States? I think I can write recipes and menus that avoid that. Smoky herb crusted salmon with sweet corn puree and pickled cabbage slop. One of the most important steps to avoiding the tariffs and the costs that are gonna hit your family, I think, is growing your own garden. This is we're going into my little garden set that I had. But look, there's even some cool stuff. Look at that lizard. You can get that thing live right now. So that's good. He's like getting all the bugs and the things that are in my garden. There's about 100 varieties of vegetables and herbs. So this is opal basil. So when you clip it, you want to clip right below where it breaks in two. And then from there, it's going to grow two more. So you really will multiply so much as you trim, and this is really good because the more you trim, the more the herbs will grow and you'll get more. So harvesting is good. So this is lemon basil right here. You can see a little bit, looks a little bit different, but it actually has like a lemon citrus note to the basil, but still has the basil taste. Then there's Thai basil, which is an amazing basil that's very fragrant and it has spiciness to it. And then this is fresh dill. So dill, amazing little garnish, and it should go really well with salmon. So we're gonna trip some of that. And then this is a very unique thing. This is pineapple sage. So you can actually see the difference of real sage right here. So notice the little frostiness on the leaves. So it does have a little bit of pineapple citrus flavor to it. So we'll just trim a little bit of that. And then over here, we've got, so this is actually chervil. Now notice too, like this farm, Blue Label Farms, this is a local farm in Texas. So I always want to try to get my stuff local because it's going to grow a little bit better. So I'm going to harvest some of the chervil, but look at the difference of what chervil looks like compared to parsley. This is Italian parsley, the size of the leaves, completely different. So we've got our herbs and we're ready to go back and start cooking. Let's grow gardens, people. It's not that hard. Every grocery store has fresh herbs, maybe a few little tomatoes. What I recommend to people is what's expensive at the grocery store? Fresh herbs. Those little containers, now I've seen them as high as $3.99 for a tiny little bunch. So let's grow them. I mean, right here, I probably have like $7-8 in herbs that now it's going to even grow more. So I think this is your first step with the tariffs that are coming to reduce the cost by having fresh herbs. It's going to make your food taste better. So let's go.
Hey you, why haven't you liked the video yet? Like it now and make sure you're subscribed.
A lot of people use farm-raised salmon. Well, some of that is coming from outside of the United States. So this is actually wild sockeye salmon from Washington. We've got some different seasonings I'm really excited about on my buddy Pot Secret Seasoning, Stephen Beatty. He's got a whole line of seasoning. This is his original herb, so we're going to be using this, made in the United States here. It's got amazing garlic, pepper, onion, cayenne, sage, rosemary. Some other ingredients that we're doing here is butter. Okay, so Amish butter. This is actually from Wisconsin, this butter. You know, I love Palubra and all those European butters. This is made in the European style, so that's wonderful, but Amish butter, amazing. I've got a local Greek Gods yogurt. We also have corn from California, this frozen corn. And I got some husks as well from there and some locally grown cabbage. and from Pennsylvania, we got apple cider vinegar. So interesting. I was going to use olive oil for the recipe. Now, I love olive oil. We all love our Italian olive oils. I'm not using this in the recipe. It's okay. I don't have any other olive oil. We're going to use butter. Everyone loves butter anyway, so we'll use that. We got our salmon. What I like to do first is get a hot pan going. So this is wild sockeye salmon. First thing is we want to season this. So I'm going to take my glove off, and we're going to do a little kosher salt and black pepper. Okay. So some garlic powder, and put that on the salmon. We got some onion powder. Okay. Then we got smoked paprika. This stuff's amazing. And so we're gonna put some of that on. And then Pop Secret seasoning, the original herb. There's so many great flavors of herbs in here, which will really complement our fresh component of herbs. I wanna go pretty heavy on that. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna turn my pan on. I'm gonna cut a nice wedge of this Amish butter. So we're not gonna use all, bro. Gonna cut a wedge. Put some butter, get that sizzle going. So we're gonna take our salmon. To prevent like splattering on yourself, you always wanna take the product and go away from you. So notice I'm lifting it up here, and I'm going to set it down away so that the oil will splash that way. I'm going flesh side down because I want to sear that salmon right into it. So as we sear this, we're going to sear the backside of it as well. We're going to just open up our yogurt. Yogurt makes sense. We could do this. There's a lot of different local yogurts. I wanted to purposely use some frozen corn. This is from California, so I know that like the price probably won't go up on this. I just grabbed some of this corn just to see the difference, but I did want to show something cool with corn that you may not know about. Now, we're getting a good sear on this. I'm going to look at this salmon here just to see what we're looking at. Oh, that's good. It's like a nice blackened, which is perfect. So notice that this side's a little bit darker, but it's not burned. It's nice and caramelized, which is good. And then I'm going to turn the heat down. So this is going to continue to cook, which is great. But we're going to use the pan actually to finish cooking the corn because there's so much flavor in there, and that's what we want. And then I'm going to finish this in the oven. Look at that salmon, that skin bubbling, right? That's good. Let me go back to this corn. Put a little paper towel on, and when you shave it, you're going to shave down, and it does help so that the corn kernels don't bounce off the plate. Like, okay, maybe we lost a couple, right? But we're not losing as many as if we didn't do this.
Celebrate this Christmas with something special. Visit our website and enjoy exclusive Christmas offers on all products.
This will go right into here, right? So we're gonna just add that directly into it. There's a lot of flavor in this. This is where the juice of the corn is. So you can take the back of your knife and you scrape down like this on the excess, and this will help thicken your corn, add a lot of flavor to this. And then if you want to take it a step further, you could see, look at that that is great stuff right there. So just put that in there. That's going to taste so good to help with our creamed corn. We got to do our cabbage next. Okay. Oh, there's one. I was looking for that bowl. So then we're going to cut a little wedge from this cabbage. A green one too, so I'm gonna cut this. If you're ever wondering like how you hold a knife too, you hold it like you're shaking somebody's hand. So not like this, right? You hold it like you're shaking someone's hand like this. So pointer on this side and thumb on this side, and you get really good stability. Whereas if you're holding like this, it's really flimsy and you could cut yourself on that. I'm gonna stir it around. I want to get some caramelization on that, right? And I don't need to season it because it's got all the flavor from that salmon. So you always want to, if you can do two things out of the same pan, that's great, because then you're getting all that flavor into the corn, which is exactly what we want. And then back to the julienne, and then I use my fingertips, the knuckle part, as a guide, so I always know where the blade shaft is. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the cabbage. Cut that little part off right there. And now what I love about this is the color, right? This is like just beautiful. We've got our fresh herbs, right? Because we're gonna add some of that. So let's see what we got here. We're definitely gonna put the chervil, the dill. I'm gonna pull the basil leaves off. We got the lemon basil. We got the cilantro. We got the Thai basil going in. So as much of that as you can get in there, that's good. And now let's look at our corn. So we're getting good. Apple cider vinegar, 1/4 of a cup. So I'm putting the apple cider vinegar in. And that's really a great addition into any slaw. It's saying maple syrup, right? So like we talked about. So as long as it's Vermont maple syrup. So let me go see what I got over here. You know what? Kid used it. However, I've got some date syrup. You know, I think what this does do is tell you about how to be flexible, right? So I want to make sure, because it's California date syrup. So we're going to put some date syrup in. You got to have that sweet and that sour, like, together, right? That's what you really want. Now, let's make sure our salmon is, I don't want to, like, cook it. You can still see that red side? It's starting to cook on the top there. We wanted to make sure that's, like, cooked through. So now, normally you would put cream in this, but this is a yogurt. Okay, so we're gonna put this yogurt in. This is a full traditional Greek style yogurt made here in the States. So we're gonna put some of the yogurt in. It's got that nice zing to it as well. So, you know, why not put some more Amish butter in there? So let's put some more Amish butter. Look at that beautiful butter. We're gonna stir this around. So notice the yogurt is melting down, the same with the butter, and it's gonna make this beautiful creamed corn. And we got it on medium-low heat, and you can see it's like turning into that creamed corn already, right? Let's give it a little whirl. The creaminess, and I like the little sourness from the yogurt, but it does need a little bit of salt. Wow, that's so good. So we're gonna put some kosher salt. Okay, so this is almost ready. That's good. I think our salmon is probably about there. All right, so we're turning this off because this cream corn is great. And then we're gonna take a little salt and pepper in here because you want to season your slaw too. And then toss that around. Beautiful colors. Our salmon's been resting, which is great. Then for plate up, nice couple scoops right on there. I want it to be on all that bottom right there. Whoops. That little pro tip as a chef, you don't want any of that on there, so I'll use paper towel or a towel, wipe that off. We can tip our salmon, a beautiful salmon. I'm gonna keep the skin on because I like it. I'm gonna cut it like diagonal that no one ever does. Look at that. That's how you want to cook a wild salmon. That is like medium to medium rare. So we're gonna put that right over the top, just like that. Beautiful. Then we'll put that. And I like that look because the salmon, you can see it come through. Just like that. See all that color. Here's a little piece of chervil. And that's it. Salmon, creamed corn, slaw. What an amazing meal. And all of it is tariff-free. I'm Darin Leonardson. And I like the little sourness from the yogurt, but it does need a little bit of salt. Wow, that's so good. So we're gonna put some kosher salt. Okay, so this is almost ready. That's good. I think our salmon is probably about there. All right, so we're turning this off because this cream corn is great. And then we're gonna take a little salt and pepper in here because you want to season your slaw too. And then toss that around. Beautiful colors. Our salmon's been resting, which is great. Then for plate up, nice couple scoops right on there. I want it to be on all that bottom right there. Whoops. That little pro tip as a chef, you don't want any of that on there, so I'll use paper towel or a towel, wipe that off. We can tip our salmon, a A beautiful salmon. I'm gonna keep the skin on because I like it. I'm gonna cut it like diagonal that no one ever does. Look at that. That's how you want to cook a wild salmon. That is like medium to medium rare. So we're gonna put that right over the top. Just like that. Beautiful. Then I'll put that. And I like that look because the salmon, you can see it come through. Just like that. See all that color. Here's a little piece of chervil. And that's it. Salmon, creamed corn, slaw. What an amazing meal. And all of it is tariff-free. I'm Darin Leonardson with Transformed Culinary Solutions. I hope you enjoyed.